Namaste. Welcome to the FSTP Operation and Maintenance Learning Center. Fecal Sludge Treatment Plant (FSTP) is a facility that treats the fecal sludge which is collected from the septic tanks that results in wastewater biogas, biomanure that is safe, inert and useful. In the absence of FSTPs, fecal sludge is often dumped into the open land or water bodies, which adversely affects public health and environment. Fecal sludge is collected from households and commercial establishments and is then brought to the FSTP for treatment via trucks. FSTPs are not designed to treat industrial wastes, oil-based commercial wastes, etc. Hence, the waste brought by the trucks has to be screened by testing for pH, color and measuring electrical conductivity, based on which the waste can be accepted or rejected. This is the most economical and sustainable solutions to address the sanitation problems of the world. We are happy that you have chosen to be a part of this solution. We have learned from the past experiences that the performance of our treatment plant depends on how well we maintain and operate it. I invite you to learn about the different operation and maintenance tasks. Click on any of the options in front of you to start or wait for the experience to start itself. Screen and grit chamber. In our treatment process, screening is the first step in which large solid objects such as sanitary pads, pieces of clothing, paper napkins, razors, cigarette butts, match boxes, bottles and other municipal waste are filtered out from the sludge. These objects are trapped in this chamber in the screen and have to be removed from the screen chamber after each load is disposed of into the FSTP. The settled silt should be cleaned at least once a week. To clean, open the inspection covers and using a trowel collect all the solid material accumulated on the screen into a bucket. Then, clean the bars of the screen using water. Remember to close the inspection covers once you are done. While cleaning the screen, you have to ensure that no solid particles enters the chamber. You should also regularly check these screens for corrosion. If there is low to medium corrosion, these screens should be washed using fresh water and painted with anti-corrosive paint. If highly corroded, replace the entire screen bar with a new one. Well done! Stabilization reactor. After the large solid particles are removed, the liquid sludges flows from the screen chamber to the stabilization reactor for further treatment. The stabilization reactor has 3 chambers. The raw fecal sludge is introduced into the first chamber where it undergoes stabilization process for 2 days, during which the degradable solids settle at the bottom and the liquid flows into the second chamber. This liquid stays in the second chamber for 10 days, during which the remaining solid settles in the second chamber. The liquid then flows to the third chamber, where it stays for another day, after which it flows to the collection tank. From the collection tank 1, it is pumped to the integrated settler anaerobic filter. The sludge, meanwhile, is pumped to the sludge drying bed. To do this, connect a flexible pipe from the outlet to an empty sludge drying bed and start the pump. Ensure that the reactor chamber is completely empty before disconnecting the pump. Remember to clean the flexible pipe. This should be done daily based on the level of the sludge in the third chamber of the reactor. Chamber 1 of the reactor should be checked for scum every time the sludge load enters the stabilization reactor. If there is scum present, then a fishnet mesh should be used to remove the scum into a plastic tray. Remember to deposit the collected scum into a plastic bin. Once a year, we have to desludge the chamber 1 and 2 completely into an empty sludge drying bed. This helps in maintaining the level of efficiency of the reactor chambers. To desludge, chamber 1 and 2 have to be directly connected using a hose pipe to an empty sludge drying bed and pumped out using a sludge pump. Once the drying bed fills up to 30 cm level, stop the pump. If the pump gets clogged, try restarting it and check for blockage around the valve. Once a month, the T-pipes in the stabilization reactor have to be checked for blockage. Sludge drying bed. The solids in the form of slurry from the third chamber of the stabilization reactor is pumped to sludge drying beds. These are shallow tanks with a tapering concrete bottom filled with filter media, sand and gravel with a perforated pipe at the bottom to collect percolating liquid. The sludge in the sludge drying bed undergoes solid-liquid separation and the liquid flows to collection tank 1, from where it is sent to ISAF for further treatment. Operation. Every day you should check if the sludge in any of the beds is visibly dry. Usually, it must be dry within 12 to 15 days of application. The sludge is ready to be collected when it starts to curl up. Pick up the dried sludge. Remove the excess sand by gently tapping it and deposit it in a wheelbarrow. Transfer the dried sludge to the storage facility. The registers which collect the percolate from SDB should be checked regularly for any blockage. Any debris accumulated in registers may be removed so as to clear the blockage. The sand should be replaced every 3 years and the sand plus gravel should be replaced every 6 years. To do this, remove the coarse sand using shovel and replace it. The new sand and gravel should be free from silt and clay. If it is not, then it should be first washed. Integrated settler and anaerobic filter. The percolate from the drying beds is further treated in an integrated settler and anaerobic filter. The settler is used to trap solids and the anaerobic filter removes organic matter from the percolate. There are 3 important operations which have to be performed here. Operation 1. Every 15 days, you have to open the inspection hole covers at every inlet and outlet to ensure that there is no obstruction in pipes. If there is no flow or if it is slow, use a steel wire and a long steel sieve to remove any floating solids or deposits. Remember to cover the inspection hole after completing the activity. Flush the water by opening the outlet of the inspection chamber. If the pipes are of short length, please use the L brush for cleaning. Operation 2. Once in a month or if there is a bad odor around the system, you should check the vent pipe for any external damages or blockages. You can check by looking into the pipe or tapping it with a stick. Please use L brush to remove the blockage. If there is external physical damage to the pipe, you should order for replacement. The third operation is to check the sludge level every 6 months. To do this, you have to take a clean long stick, wrap a white cloth around it and insert it into the inlet of the settler chamber till it touches the base. Take out the stick and measure the level of the sludge mark on the cloth. If it is higher than 50 cm, then desludge must be carried out. The filter media should be cleaned once in every 5 years. To do so, pour water with force over the filter materials using a pump. The clear water collected in the filter chamber should be removed through the desludge outlet pipe. During this time, you should check the condition of the tank for wear and tear, such as plastering, condition of the perforated slab, pipes, etc. Horizontal planted gravel filter. Horizontal planted gravel filter is a shallow tank filled with pebbles. Wide-rooted plants are planted in this gravel filter. These plants add oxygen to anaerobic water and through the biological processes reduce the organic content further. The main operation here is to check for the level of swivel pipe. If it is not at 50 cm, adjust the pipe to bring it to 50 cm. You should also check for leakage at the bottom of the pipe. The swivel pipe can be used to ensure the availability of water to the plants during the dry season and also to avoid flooding of HPGF during rainy season. The pebble should be replaced once in every 6 years. Dead leaves, weed, and other litter should be removed from the filter periodically. Also, the plants should be trimmed if they have grown excessively. The dead leaf and the litter will cause clogging of the gravel filter. The excess plant growth can also block sunlight. Polishing pond. Polishing pond is a shallow pond where disinfection takes place through the sun's radiation. The treated water is sent here from the planted gravel filter. It is kept in the pond for 5 days. The treated water from here goes to the second collection tank. Every month, the interior walls of this pond should be cleaned to remove all the litter and weed. Every alternate day, the pond should be cleaned to remove any fallen dirt, leaves, etc. General tasks. To ensure the safety and efficiency of our plant, you should operate all pumps as per the instructions provided by the vendor. You have to periodically check for damaged pipes and order for replacements. Similarly, all the concrete structures in the facility must be periodically checked for damages. If any, it should be brought to the notice of the supervisor. We have to ensure that all the required safety equipment and tools are available at the site. Now, you know all about the general operation and maintenance tasks.